Trump versus Europe largely refers to escalating geopolitical and trade disputes between U.S. President Donald Trump and several European nations, centered around Trump's renewed push to acquire Greenland from Denmark. Trump has threatened to impose 10% tariffs on goods from 8 European countries starting February 1, 2026, unless a deal is reached for the U.S. to purchase the territory. The targeted countries include Denmark, which controls Greenland, the UK, France, Germany, the Netherlands, Sweden, Norway, and Finland. Trump has indicated that tariffs could rise to 25% if no agreement is made, framing the move as essential for U.S. strategic interests in the Arctic to counter Russia and China. Background and motivations. Trump's interest in Greenland dates back to his first term, where he floated the idea of buying the island for its mineral resources, military potential, and climate change implications, e.g., melting ice opening new shipping routes. Now in his second term, he's escalated by linking it to trade penalties. European leaders have deployed troops to Greenland in response, viewing the U.S. demands as a threat to sovereignty. The BBC and other outlets report European officials calling the tariff threats unacceptable, with the EU pausing transatlantic trade talks as a countermeasure. This fits into broader Trump criticisms of Europe. In a December 2025 interview, he described European nations as decaying and led by weak leaders, while pushing America First policies that strain NATO and trade relations. Analysts note this could benefit China by driving a wedge between the U.S. and its allies, potentially reshaping global alliances. Reactions and impacts. European side, leaders have condemned the moves, with deployments to Greenland signaling unity against U.S. pressure. The EU's trade pause could lead to retaliatory tariffs, escalating into a full trade war. Some ex-users highlight Europe's larger population and economic resilience, 560 million versus US 360 million, suggesting it could weather isolation better. U.S. domestic, critics like Senator Mark Kelly argue this damages U.S. alliances, leaving America vulnerable. Supporters see it as bold strategy, with one ex-post favoring U.S. GDP, $33t, over Europe's combined, $19t. Global ripple effects. Discussions on X speculate on crypto markets. Some see it as bullish due to uncertainty driving safe haven assets like Bitcoin, others bearish from trade disruptions. For countries like Bangladesh, it might boost remittances if Europeans seek alternatives. Broader concerns include NATO's future, with parallels drawn to Russian influence. This situation is fluid, with potential for diplomatic resolutions or further escalation. If you're referring to a specific aspect, e.g., historical comparisons, economic analysis, or something else, provide more details for a deeper dive.